We recently caught up with Phil Harding from Boutique Bar Brands, who took us through a couple of beer and food pairings which were absolutely amazing. So over to you, Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Harding, and today we're going to run through various different styles of beers and what kind of food goes with them. To start off with, we've got Melrose, which is 6.5% beer de garde, a very traditional style of French beer, which is a really brilliant all-rounder when it comes to food. So that gives a great backbone for matching with very hearty foods. So we've got some beef here, which is very much similar to what a French farmer would be eating in the middle of summertime. It's got some salami here, and it will go well with milder cheeses as well, so something like this cheddar. And you could pretty much match this beer with all of these types of food. It's got enough personality to take on quite a bit of spice. Moving on, we're coming across the channel to Sambrook Brewery, which is just down the road from us here in Clapham. It's a 4.5% pale ale, so it's much more traditional British ale, lower ABV than beer de garde. It goes well with lighter foods. Again, it will go well with this beef, and is a pretty good all-rounder for kind of pub-style lunches. When it comes to strong cheese, beer is an amazing accompaniment. It clears the palate, it's got enough carbonation to take off some of the fattier aspects of cheese. And that's why with a beer like Jaipur, which is a classic example of a strong IPA, which is around 6%, this is a brilliant accompaniment for heavier cheeses. It's got beautiful malt sweetness to it, as well as a load of hops in there. So that malt sweetness means that it can go well with a wide range of foods, and then it's got enough hop to really expand into more flavoursome foods. So it would go well with spicier meat dishes. It would go particularly well with big blue cheeses, and it will also, surprisingly enough, go with puddings. The idea with having an IPA with something like a cheesecake is that the sweetness of the malt will go with the sweetness of the cheesecake, but then you've got the bitterness of the hop, which will come through and actually refresh your palate. Also, the hoppy notes will pick out some of the fruity flavours in the cheesecake. Moving on from that, we've got a Session IPA, which is much more about the hop rather than the malt. This Session IPA, which has been developed for Island Records, there's another 4.5% beer, but it's got a very different flavour profile to its pale ale cousin, and so it can take on a bit more spice, so you can be a bit more adventurous with the foods which you pair with Session IPAs, although it doesn't have as much malt sweetness to it, therefore it doesn't probably go so well with some of the stronger cheeses. And finally, we're hopping across the Irish Sea to Dublin, to the Porterhouse Brewery, and they really champion dark beers. This is a beautiful example of a strong dark beer. So this is 6.5%, it's an Imperial Stout, and this will go well with chocolate. The chocolatey malts which are in the Celebration Stout, which really meld together with the chocolate flavours and will again produce this kind of flavour explosion. These dark beers are also great bedfellows with cheeses. The stronger the better when it comes to strong beers like this. So blue cheese and dark beer is an incredible combination. That's 5 quick pairings. Thanks for watching. Why don't you go and experiment with some of these at home?
Amazing, Phil, as always, thank you. And if you're feeling lucky, we're giving away a surprise beer box curated by our own Phil Harding from Boutique Bar Brands. To win one, all you have to do is like this video and comment below.